All right, so we have made it through day one of our return to fitness, over 45 years old. Give you a day one recap. Actually, went pretty good. I'd say probably 8 out of 10. Got to the gym, did a little bit of cardio. The meal, the intake, calorie intake wasn't too bad. Did not too bad on the water. Was at the gym, did the biceps and triceps, a little heavy, not too sore today, feeling pretty good actually, which is nice. And then I did about 15 minutes of treadmill cardio, which yes, that's not very much at all, but that's a good start for me. I just find cardio to be very boring. I need to obviously do more of it. That's not new to me, but I've just always struggled because I just kind of find it really boring to do. And I know there's different ways and different methods and everything else, but I would rather just lift weights than do the cardio portion of things. So I know kind of the cafeteria style there, just kind of pick and choose. But hey, we got it done. And after the gym yesterday, we had the scrambled eggs, and for lunch had a like turkey chicken wrap, and then for dinner did the baked chicken breast and rice with it. And when I was at the grocery store picking up the chicken breast, it was a pretty good deal. They had a sale on them. They were marked down. It was kind of the higher end brand, obviously because the expiration date was approaching, but I'd rather have the fresh chicken breast over those frozen chicken breasts just because it seems like they cook a lot better. They turn out to be a lot more tender. So I haven't really looked at the calorie or protein and those type of things in it, but I need to probably start doing that, so I will. But they were really good. But one thing I did notice when I was at the store was the marinade packets, or the different seasoning packets and everything like that. Those definitely vary a lot with the sugar and the sodium in them. I noticed some flavors had a lot more sodium and than the other packets. So, got to just remember to get back in that routine of keeping an eye on a lot of those type of things as well too. So it's always exciting when you return to the gym and start monitoring your food and everything like that. So on the water front, I was probably close to a half gallon of water, which again, that's a vast improvement. I would like to get up over a gallon a day, but I've kind of got to work myself up to that. And the reason I like doing that much water is just because it makes you feel full. Not at first. It takes me a little bit of time, usually about a week or two of a gallon a day. And then I'll start to notice that, oh, yeah, I am full. So, kind of helps with the hunger. I don't know if that's how it is for everyone, but I've in the past when I've gotten pretty disciplined about making sure to drink enough water every day, I have noticed that the hunger really dissipates over time. I don't know if that's exactly due to the water intake, but it's just something that helps me kind of get along through the day. Now, moving on to today's fitness report. We got into the gym early this morning. By early, I mean like 7:30, and it wasn't too crowded. It was actually pretty nice in there today. So yesterday the gym was kind of packed. I'm sure everyone was back from spring break or just getting ready for a Monday. I've noticed Tuesdays aren't all that much crowded in the mornings in there, so that was kind of nice. We did shoulders in the trap today. I would say it was probably about 80% of the total workout. So normally I would go a little heavier and lift a little longer, but starting out, I mean, there's only so much you can do. So, and I just decided to kind of take it nice and slow, but did get in a pretty solid workout. I definitely feel it right now. So that was good overall. And then we did do some cardio, bumped it up from yesterday's 15-minute to almost to 20 minutes of cardio. So almost did a mile on the treadmill. Vast improvement. And yes, did not have fun while I was doing that, but it feels kind of good to get moving after you haven't really been moving very much. So that was definitely a plus. I'm gonna continue to work on that, the cardio aspect of it. I may try to get out and walk today as well too. That's one of the things I have found over the years is if I can actually just do some type of physical movement, such as playing golf or getting to the driving range or just going for a walk or anything like that. It's just easier to do the cardio that way. I don't know if it burns as many calories or not, but I definitely feel a lot better when you get out and move. And with the weather getting nicer, it's a lot easier to actually do that. So, and then let's see, after the gym today, we came back and tried a new dish today. I saw, I guess it's kind of a popular Japanese dish, but I took some of the leftover rice from last night and the chicken and put it into a bowl and warmed it up. And then I put two fried eggs on it. And that was actually really good. So I'm looking forward to doing that combination again. It was pretty delicious. And I've noticed that there's a lot of different variations on the internet of how to do that dish. I'm not sure if I'm really ready to put a raw egg in it or anything like that, but the way I did it, it worked out pretty good. So, and the thing is too, it's like I would eat chicken and rice even if I wasn't trying to get back into shape. That's just, I don't know, I just think it's a good dish and usually pretty filling. So I always liked it growing up. Okay, so here's my thoughts on the gym and where we're at today as we start up day two. I always feel that it is a mixed bag of emotions and feelings and everything like that. Your motivation to keep going is high. You're like, man, I've made it 2 days. This feels great. But the reality is that there's not really any results at all. It's like you plant the seed, you water the seed, etc. I'm sure you probably heard that plenty of times. But you don't see anything. You just got to trust that the process is working. And that's how I kind of always feel in these early days of starting back up is that, yeah, it does feel really good to get back in there. You're like, why did I ever stop to begin with? That is always going through my head of like, why can't you just stay and maintain just a consistent, week after week of going to the gym? And then you wouldn't have to restart and go through all the feelings of the restart and everything like that. So that's something I've just never figured out personally. I'm sure there's other people that have struggled with that too, but just sometimes you reach that burnout stage or just life gets in the way and the older you get too, it's just not much of a priority like it was when you're younger. You just have other stuff going on and like I mentioned in yesterday's video too, you just get sore. But at the start of it, it's always nice because yeah, the motivation is high. But you've got to fight through the fact that you're not seeing any type of results or anything like that. So I that's just always how it is. It's just always how it's always been. So, but we're back and we're gonna get going today. We got like I said, we're gonna try to do some outdoor cardio. Already been to the gym, getting in that routine again. That's nice. And hope everybody has a great day. Hope everybody has some good lifts out there. And we'll see you tomorrow.